Whose turn? I think it's mine.
It's yours.
Okay.
Don't forget the ant.
I know. You'll never guess who's calling.
Who?
I gotta take that. Hello, and welcome to Did You Mean to Say That, the podcast where we did not mean to say that. I'm your co-host, Bobby.
I'm your co-host, Erin.
And I promise we didn't mean to say that.
And I am the world's best ex-girlfriend.
And I am...
As of last week.
Yeah. I just felt the urge to wear this. And so I did.
Love it.
Yeah.
It's our podcast and not theirs. We can wear whatever the fuck we want.
And we can say whatever we want, within reason.
You can. I'm rebranding.
Well, I'm still not going to say anything crazy. But a lot of you are lucky that we don't, and that Erin rebranded.
As of last week. They're really lucky now. Mm-hmm. I got in a little bit of trouble still for what I said last week, and I didn't even fucking say anything, so.
Well, where are we going to start off? Katy Perry is going to space next week. So...
I confirmed she's going.
Yeah, she's going to space next week, and I don't know what that means for us. I guess nothing.
I saw a tweet that said, I'm legitimately nervous that she's gonna die. It just would be so on brand for her to die in this way. I am legit scared for her. And I've kind of been thinking the same thing. Like, what if Katy Perry dies going to space?
Or what if she gets stuck up there?
For
Imagine
8 months.
it.
Just think of it.
Just think of it. That would suck. I don't know. I hope she doesn't die, obviously, but I'm just like, okay.
T.
I feel like if it was someone I cared about.
Sorry, I don't think that's gonna translate.
Doesn't she have kids?
Mm-hmm.
Why is she going to space for?
She does a lot of things.
Didn't that billionaire put his kid on the fucking submarine? They don't care about their kids.
It's the same person?
I'm just saying, like,
yeah.
These rich people do stupid fucking things. They don't give a fuck about their kids.
Yeah. She did name a song after her.
What? I didn't even know they had kids.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple?
I think 2, right?
I think, but that is maybe not true.
Speculation.
Yeah.
Rumor.
No, it's true. Like, they have 2 kids.
I know there's at least one.
There's at least one named Daisy.
Because that's the song.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Hate that song.
Oh.
Anyway, what are you bringing to the table?
I have, unfortunately, once again, brought 2 topics to the table, and that's
okay.
it.
Did you catch up on White Lotus?
No, girl. I started watching the first episode,
Damn
and
it, I really wanted to
couldn't.
talk about the finale.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I tried so hard, and then my Sunday turned into what it turned into that we're not going to talk about, but I had a tough time. But just know that it was on my to-do list, as were a lot of things that I didn't get to. Because some people don't know how to fucking act.
Nope. Well, we're 2 minutes in, and you already talked about it on the podcast. But
I will dance around it. I will not speak on it.
Mm-hmm. Anywho, well, you didn't watch that. Great. I'm still watching the Sex and the City reboot. Love.
Okay. Haven't made it that far yet.
Oh, I thought you're the one who told me to watch it.
Well, yeah, you should.
I am.
Good.
I'm on season 2.
I've never watched it all the way through, so I started to, and I'm not finished with that yet.
I gotcha.
Is what I'm saying.
I like it. I think it's good. It got a lot of hate, but I'm enjoying it. Oh my God.
Thought it was pretty good. I just
This is going really well.
couldn't stand to see her pain, which I've expressed. So like I stopped watching it.
Yeah, she kind of gets over it. She
I bet.
doesn't, actually.
Yeah, how could you?
I wouldn't.
Never.
Alrighty.
Yep. What else you got? Did you bring more than 2 topics?
I brought a couple more, yeah.
Okay.
One of them's like pretty heavy. I don't know if I want to touch on that quite yet.
Not ready.
I brought like 2 other ones, so we're
Okay.
in for a doozy. I went to the Titanic exhibit that's downtown.
You sure did.
And I went because Patty texted me one night randomly, "Are you the person that loves Titanic and always watches Titanic?" And I was like, yep,
Yeah, girl, that's me.
that is me. And she was like, "Well, I have to go like shoot pictures at the Titanic exhibit, and I could definitely like tell them I need like an assistant for it to like help me carry stuff and like whatever." And I did
classic.
help. I carried her heavy ass backpack. It really hurt my shoulders. And then, but I got to go for free. And I get there, and she's like, "This is the videographer. His name's Cole." And it was my brother's childhood best friend.
You're lying.
Not lying. And I was like, yep, grew up together. I know him.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so we all just, like, went through the exhibit. And there weren't that many people there, so, like, they were having a hard time getting the shots they needed. But, like, I was just in heaven. Like, it was so cool.
I'm
And, like, they had this
obsessed.
whole room that was, like, all screens. And, like, showing a show. And people would sit in these, like little boats. And, like, just watch it. And, like, it looked like waves were coming. And, like, you were, like, in the Titanic.
Drowning?
And there was this, like,
That's
beautiful part
horrifying.
where, like, Jack and Rose were, like, dancing on the water. And it was really beautiful.
Aw.
But I also was like, that isn't real. Like, the story of the Titanic. So it was kind of like a combination of the movie
And history. Which the movie is too. So,
Right.
love that.
So that was really fun.
I heard about that, and it's like pretty expensive to go. And I told you one of my friends like asked how much it was, and then was like, "That's above my threshold for something I don't care about." And that's truly how I feel.
Yeah, I'm glad that I probably would have gone anyway because I love Titanic.
Of course,
but
and you should have.
I've already been to like a Titanic museum, so. But it was like different, and they had like this whole VR part that I didn't do because it was $10 extra. I know. But you, like, stand and, like, I guess it's a VR experience.
It's
of
crazy.
It.
It's literally like a $28 ticket.
Yeah. Anyway, it's
Insane.
cool if you have $28 to spare and you care.
Or 38 if you want to do the VR.
Mm-hmm.
You know how I feel about the Titanic, so I love that you did that, but I have nothing to note there, fortunately.
Cool.
But seems really awesome for fanatics.
Yeah, it was cool.
We're like history buffs or like whatever the fuck. Does this suck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything I've said, you're like, cool. Didn't watch White Lotus. Haven't watched Sex and the City reboot.
Didn't go to the Titanic Museum. Hate the Titanic the movie. Awesome.
Yep.
Well, I'll just jump into my basically one and only topic.
All right.
And we'll just go from there.
Okay.
So we are obviously not at my house right now. We're back where we belong at Taylor's lobby of her apartment, which this kind of gives me White Lotus when I look at it.
I could see that.
Because I have had some issues with my fucking neighbor who I hate. And if you watch the Shayla episode, click here. My neighbor did start screaming at me at the end of that
So
episode,
crazy. It was
and
so
I
funny.
never addressed it on here. I never like explained any
Yeah,
of
because
that.
she's right below you.
Right, because she's directly underneath where we film. But she screamed. You can hear it in the filming, and then when we stopped filming, she walked out of her apartment, screamed up the steps at us, and just kept saying like, I know you don't have anything to do. I know you don't work, like, but some of us work, like, just weird shit. And also, like, she had already talked to me once in the middle of the goddamn day and was like, I work from home and the floors here are really thin, and then didn't say anything else. And Mackenzie and I were walking out, and Mackenzie was in front of me. So Mackenzie was just like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then that was it. But I was like still at the top of the steps. And I was like, girl, I wish you would have been like, I don't live here. And I would have been like, it's 3 p.m., girl. What do you want from me? Like, what are
Right.
you talking about? Get some fucking headphones. Anyway, so then that happened, and then she yelled, whatever. So then I wrote her a note because I didn't want it to like fester. And I was also worried that she was like a psychopath. And I was also extremely triggered from my 2 neighbors ago situation, which I've literally never told on here still to this day, which is insane.
I thought you did. Or you told your landlord story.
Yeah. But I was too scared of my neighbor. Now that I'm like so far removed from it, I mean, I'm still scared of her if I ever saw her because she's a psycho. But I was too scared that like if I posted a clip on TikTok, like her son would find it because he was like 17, and then like she would find it, and then she would kill me, whatever. So I'm still not going to tell it because I just don't have the time. But yeah, whatever. I was triggered. So I wrote her a note, and I was like, basically just like, hey, like, I'm sorry if I kept you up. I realize now that that's probably your bedroom, that room. So I will just try to be more mindful of like my noise during quiet hours. But also, like, I can't walk on eggshells in my apartment. Like, some of this is just things that happen, and, like, I can hear everyone in this building, everything that everyone does. And I'm in the middle. So, like, I can hear her below me and the person above me. I can hear the person across the hall. Like, it's like the worst fucking building literally ever. And I said, like, I really didn't appreciate the way that you went about it. I wish you would have come to me in a different way at a different time. Like, that was really inappropriate. But, like, also, I just am sorry if I kept you up. Like, again, I will be mindful, blah, blah, blah. And I also said, like, also, I live here alone. I am employed full time. And the room above your head is my office. So, like, I don't know, girl. She typed me up a 2-page letter response explaining that the person who lived there, 2 people before me, was like a gang affiliate, a drug dealer.
Oh, yeah.
Was like using like vacuum sealing machines at like all hours of the day and night. And then one night, his own gang, these are her words, broke into the home and beat the fuck out of him for like hours, she said, right above her head while she was trying to sleep. And she has like really bad PTSD from that, and the break-ins like kept happening, and the police got involved, and she couldn't get the property management to do anything about it. Eventually they kicked him out because the cops got involved, but she like bought those like door stoppers. Like, she was always fucking scared as fuck. And then the girl who moved in after him was just loud as fuck, had 2 kids that she would just let like scream and cuss and whatever. And like, when she said the cussing thing, I was just like, okay, it's none of your fucking business.
Right.
Like, if you hear an 8-year-old say fuck above your head, plug your ears. Like, what do you care? That was just so weird to me that she said that.
Yeah.
And like, the boyfriend would be home while she was at work, and he was selling drugs. And then she complained about their noise, which in hindsight is like, you're a bitch. That's just a family living their life. Why did you talk to the landlord about that? But she thinks that the girl knew that she told the landlord about it. And so she spitefully started like walking around in heels and dropping stuff on purpose and like whatever. Who knows if that's what happened.
All right.
So.
But at first you were understanding when you got that letter.
Yeah, she wrote me that letter, and I went down, and she was like profusely apologizing, was like, I shouldn't have done it that way. I don't expect you to walk on eggshells in your apartment. I'm just trying to give you some context. And like, I had just gotten to a point, I should not have done that. I'm sorry.
Right.
So I went downstairs and I was like, I'm so sorry that like that happened to you. And like, also, am I safe? And like, what the fuck? I just will be quieter. Like, during those times, I understand that that's your office and bedroom. My bedroom's the other one. So like, shouldn't be an issue. I'm not in there other than to work quietly. And then I told her, I have a podcast and we film for 2 hours, 1 day a week,
Which
in
we
that
moved
room.
earlier for her.
Yeah.
We started doing it at 6.
And that should be fine. Like, you can deal with me talking above your head for 2 hours a week. Like, whatever. And I said, like, that is my office, though. Like, I have an office chair. Like, I'm sorry if you hear that. But I work a 9 to 5, and she told me she works 4:30 p.m. to 1 a.m. So, like, our work only overlaps 30 minutes. And then she told me she wakes up between, like, 8 and 10 a.m. still, even though she works those hours. So I was just like, okay. So then, like, you're awake the entire day that I'm working. And then you start working the last 30 minutes that I'm in there.
Yeah.
So, like, we should be good. Like, it should not be a problem for you that I'm sitting in there. Like, what? So we were totally cool after that. We had a little Kiki. I pet her dog, whatever. We talked for a long time. And I was like, okay, great. I feel amazing about that. I'm so glad I talked to her. A couple weeks go by. I get this at my door. Mind you, the night before, at 3:30 a.m., I was...
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And I was like, I saw it at my door and I was like, I'm fucking humiliated. Like, I am gonna die.
Oh no.
Not what you think though. Not even at all. She says Hello, Erin.
Oh, no.
I am really trying to manage the best I can, but the hard walking, dropping items, dragging furniture, and animal clawing or playing above my head is causing serious anxiety and frustrations. I know it's not intentional, but it's a huge distraction in the first bedroom, which serves as my bedroom and my workspace. The noise is extremely loud or is exacerbated because there are no carpets. I hope you can understand and thank you. And then leaves her name and phone number.
Okay, well, first of all, my building is loud. And first of all, remember when we used to just like blare karaoke and
Yeah.
shit? Like that was crazy. But
Mind you, my upstairs neighbor has done karaoke on a karaoke machine at 2 a.m. multiple times with all of her, sorry, I assume drug friends.
I just like don't care when I hear my neighbors making a lot of noise.
At all. I tune it out. I turn up whatever I'm doing. I put on headphones. I walk into another room where there isn't noise.
Yeah.
And if I'm working and the person above me is being loud, I just like literally have noise canceling headphones. Like, I don't hear any, like, just, you need to get some AirPods. Get some
like
Amazon
Or
ones.
just like don't care.
Or just mind your fucking business.
Yeah. That stuff just doesn't bother me, I guess. But
And you know, like,
if it was like all night, like banging, but like obviously that's not the case. It's your cat literally pitter pattering. Well, I guess you were all night banging, but that's not what I meant.
It's just interesting that, like, I do play music on my TV. I do sing pretty loud.
Which is your right.
And I
you
am
have a
fucking.
great voice.
Thank you. You're welcome, Erin.
Yeah.
And she didn't mention any of the things that I do that I feel like are actually loud, but I don't do them in that room ever. So I just feel like it's only that room that she can really hear things in. Because I also have I have rugs in other rooms, so whatever. But it's like, if it was at night and it was keeping you awake, or if it was waking you up, I'd have way more sympathy for it. But you're talking about distractions while you're fully awake and cognizant. Like,
Yeah.
you just need to learn to lock in better. I don't know. Like,
Right.
me dropping my lip gloss on the ground on accident at 2:30 p.m. should not be distracting you.
Or giving you anxiety.
Yeah, and like, I get that you have anxiety and I have empathy for that, and like, that's just something you write down in your diary or talk to your mom about. Like, that's not something you write your neighbor a letter about. Like,
Yeah.
and like, I bet it is frustrating. It's frustrating every time I hear a noise from anyone and then I just forget 6 seconds later. Like, and again, my upstairs neighbors are fucking neighbor. I think it's just a girl. She's fucking crazy. She has like 5 people over at all times and they are either hammered or on drugs. I don't know what their vibe is.
It sounds fun.
But she has like the craziest fucking people ever over at my apartment, and they do like wild shit all night, and she's just like yelling. And then the baby across the hall screaming.
Oh my god, I have a baby
all
across
day,
the
every
hall
day.
too, and she screams every morning. She's like 2, and she's really cute, and they're so nice.
Oh, this baby is fucking adorable also too, and
Yeah.
he's really nice. Yeah, so I asked everyone, like, what the fuck do I say? And everyone was like, I don't think that elicits a response. Like, what would you say to that?
The only thing I would say is like, I'll get a rug.
Yeah, but they're expensive. So, like, I
Yeah.
don't know when I'm going to get a rug. I've wanted to get a rug the whole time.
Yeah.
Do you want to buy me a rug?
Right.
I'll start a GoFundMe and you can donate to it for my rug.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know I probably should get a rug for under my chair.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I don't have the money right now to buy a rug. They are literally more expensive than fucking art. Like,
Yeah.
they're so expensive.
Well, yeah, I don't think you should say anything.
Yeah, I'm not going to. All I could say was, like, I'm, like, saving up for a rug. I want to have rugs. Like,
Yeah.
but I just don't need to say that.
No, you don't.
And, like, the only thing I could think to say would be, like, not appropriate to write me this. Like, sorry. I'm not doing anything egregious enough to warrant this note.
For
like,
sure.
Me walking around my house in shoes while I'm getting ready to walk out the door is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you need to learn to tune that out.
Yeah.
You don't live in a house. You live in an apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And you're insane.
Yeah. She's
Fucking
got
crazy.
issues.
Yeah, she does. And she's weird as fuck.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah. And, like, the dragging furniture, are you fucking kidding me? We scoot the couch back and then 2 hours later we scoot it back.
Yeah.
That's like 40 total seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Get over it.
Yeah.
But
Once a week.
And it's literally one
Once
day
a
a week
week.
at 7 p.m. and then again at 9 p.m. Like, you're fine.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't even put the room back together if it's too late. I'll wait until the next day to, like, put it back together so that it's not at night. I don't get it. It's
Ew,
so
that would drive me
weird.
nuts because then I would be so self-conscious about every noise
Oh,
I
I'm
make.
literally tiptoeing. We're podcasting here right now. Like,
Well, that was mostly because you wanted to talk about her.
yeah,
I
true.
swear, like, after a couple weeks, though, like, she'll feel better and she won't give a fuck about her neighbor anymore. That's how I was with Brian.
Until she writes another note.
Remember Brian?
At that point, I'll
Yes, we
light
remember
her.
Brian. He said
That's what I'm
crazy
saying, like,
shit.
I just started to say fuck Brian. I just did whatever I
What was the thing about the twisted tea? Remember he said something
wanted to
crazy?
drink one with me, but then remember when he asked me to duct tape my bed frame to the wall?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's why I moved out.
Yeah. One time my upstairs neighbors, I was playing music, but it was after quiet hours and I was in the shower and like I've never had an issue with that before, but they like banged on the floor and I was like, got it, turned it off. I'm just taking a
Understood.
shower, but I wonder what they think when I'm running the bath at all hours of the night.
I don't think they can hear stuff like that. Or if they do, it's just like,
Calming water.
yeah, or just like pipe sounds in an apartment. They're not like Bobby's in the bath again. Like,
I was wondering like, because if Michael like sees like the water bills per unit, he's probably like, what the literal fuck? I take like 2 baths a day.
love that.
Especially in times of turmoil,
Yeah,
because it calms me down.
me too.
I took one today.
I love
And I
that.
might take one later.
Sure. Maybe I will too.
I love that.
I love baths.
I know, they're so great.
Yeah, so I don't know. She can fuck off. I'm literally doing my best. I'm
Mhm.
like not a bad neighbor.
Yeah,
and like
for sure. And you were
especially
respectful.
after what you just got done with, you should be like
Thank
thankful.
God.
Like what the fuck? And like what I've come from and dealt with and never said anything about, I'll never say shit about shit. Like
Yeah.
nothing a neighbor could do could phase me. I've been through war, bitch. Like
Yeah.
there's nothing you could do that would make me be like, and she has a fucking dog. Why the fuck are you talking about animal noises? I hear your dog bark. And you hear my cat walk around?
You respond, I would say that. Like, I hear your dog barking all the time.
Bitch. Like, she's so weird. I'm not responding because it's just like, I don't know. If she writes me another note, then it's going to have to be like, okay, you need to go talk to someone who's not me.
Right.
Like, and she's not even there on the weekends. She goes and stays at her mom's. So, like, 5 days a week? This is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And
hate it.
I understand if your previous upstairs neighbor got spiteful with you and started making fucking noises.
Yeah.
Like, and I've said so many times, like, my goal pretty much at all times when something is in my hand is to not drop it.
Yeah.
So, like, when I do drop it, I'm like, fuck.
It's like generally the goal of most people. Holding
Exactly.
things.
Like, why would you talk about dropping items as if I'm just, like, throwing shit around the apartment and just being, like,
We should start playing like
jacks?
jacks on the floor.
Fucking shooting dice upstairs? Like, fuck you, bitch. Oh, my God. I'll start bowling. I'll make little bowling.
I love that.
Down the hallway.
That would be fun, actually.
So insane of you to speak on my walking, dropping items.
And your teeny tiny cat pitter pattering about.
My 6-pound cat, who I actually don't have a cat, by the way. I've never had a cat. I don't even know what a cat is. No cat lives in that apartment.
Heard.
However, if I were to have a cat, she would probably be about 6 pounds and really small. And what is she doing to you?
Yeah. What she's hearing is me pitter pattering.
What she's hearing is
Hallucinations.
low. Like, what's going on?
I don't know. The anxiety part is what gets me. Well, that's a bummer.
Yeah, fuck her. Oh, and when she wrote me the note, I was getting ready to leave. And I walked out of the front door of the apartment at the exact same time that she was walking in. Like, we literally ran into each other. And I was like, oh, shit, sorry. And I'm holding the note in my hand because I was bringing it to her to read it to her.
I'm dead.
And she just didn't say anything. And I said, hi, puppy. And then I left.
You should say, "Hey, you dumb fucking cunt."
Hey,
Sober
you
the
dumb-
fuck up before you
drive. For real. You dumb fucking cunt. Sober the fuck up before you drive.
I saw him the other day, and I was like, "Hey, you dumb fucking cunt."
Yeah, I bet. Miss him.
I don't. He's weird.
I have no idea
He's
who
cute,
he is.
though.
I've never met him.
His roommate's the one that I'm in love with.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
Hot.
But I'm not in love with him anymore.
Okay.
I don't know if I can do this. Oh my god, wait, I have a funny topic.
Okay.
Do you remember Kenzo, the Twitter guy? This was like, we talked about it forever ago. The one gay guy took a flight from California to Arizona to fight this one dude.
Yes. Oh, about the barbs?
Yes, because he said he didn't like Nicki Minaj.
Yes.
Well, the dude who he was trying to fight, I guess his name's Kenzo.
The one who called the cops?
Yes. And like his
And
dad
his dad.
was there with the
Yeah,
flashlight,
yeah.
and he's like calling his dad by his name.
Yeah.
Wild. Well,
Barbs are so fucking scary.
that guy's going viral again. Not the one who flew, but the guy, Kenzo. Oh, the post has been fucking deleted. I'm gonna die.
No, you didn't screenshot it?
No.
Fuck.
It was a video.
Fuck.
And he was like standing on business.
About it?
Yes, bro.
The one who called the cops.
Yes. I think his account got deleted.
Do you remember any summary of it?
Oh, yeah. I remember what happened.
Okay, tell us.
So this guy, first of all, I'm not trying to be a dick. He's like really ugly. He's really ugly.
Noted.
It's just like kind of part of the story. So he posted a screenshot of him and I guess his like boyfriend, who turns out is 50 years old, and this kid's like young. Anyway.
Gross.
Yeah, for sure. Posted a screenshot with his like man. And the man, the boyfriend, is like basically saying, you just seemed really off last time, like we hung out, like did you see this?
You're lying, that's him.
Yes.
Oh, I
You
saw
this.
it.
And yeah, he's basically saying like after we had sex, like you were very cold, like.
Distant, wouldn't cuddle, wouldn't kiss me.
And Kenzo replies to his 50-year-old boyfriend and says like self-centered.
It's giving self-centered. Yeah, insane.
Just like insane. And everyone's like dogging on him because obviously he's in the wrong in that situation.
Yeah, and then he posts a video
Yes.
of
Yes.
his 50-year-old
Thank you.
boyfriend.
Saying the nicest
The
thing.
nicest things
like,
ever.
Literally like, I'm so sorry you're having a bad day. Like, can't wait to hug you. Can't wait to kiss you. Like, everything will get better.
With the caption like, Annie sent me this one time.
And everyone's like, he seems like a keeper and you seem insane.
Yeah, someone like posted it and was like, "You thought we were gonna be with you on this, or what's happening?"
Someone replied in all caps, Kenzo, and Kenzo said, I know. And she was like, no, babe. I'm saying, what are you doing? It was insane. Now his account's deleted, so.
That's wild.
Yeah. I wish it would have been funnier if I still had the video of the guy. Because
Okay,
it was so sweet.
I like read that earlier or yesterday, and I like skimmed over it because I was like completely not understanding what was going on. Obviously, no one was, and I didn't get that. But I was like, I don't think this is for me. Like, let me get out of here. And I just
Yeah.
like didn't like pay it any mind. And I was just like, that was weird because I see shit like that all the time. That's like rage baiting, engagement baiting, like fucking am I the asshole? And it's like the craziest shit. Like, and it's just like,
Right.
yeah, obviously you're the asshole. Like what?
Yeah, no. He,
So I
like,
figured it was just one of those things.
No, he's just like a little bitch. And someone.
Well, I think he also is a fucking troll.
Oh,
and like
for
it was
sure.
all. I don't even know if he's dating that man. Like
Who knows? But.
it's really weird.
Yeah. But anyway, hilarious that it is the same guy.
I cannot
from that
believe
video.
that.
Because someone literally replied and said, you're aware that we all know where you live and your father's name. Like, what are we doing?
We would have to move.
So that was that.
So funny.
You got anything else, or is that it?
I have a did you mean to say that? And that's it.
Okay. Let me put on my sunglasses for this one. Okay, you guys, I actually have something serious to say. And I wrote it all out, and then I had ChatGPT, like, summarize it, because it was, like, pretty long. It's still kind of long.
It's just tough to like transition into like serious shit
I know.
when we are the way we are.
I know. So, don't laugh.
Sorry. I can't not when you preface it like that. But it's not funny, so I just won't laugh. No worries.
Okay. I can't even, like,
Are you
it's-
going to jump right into reading the summary? You're not even going to like...
Yeah, I tell the
foreplay?
whole thing in it.
Oh, okay.
But it sounds so, like, AI now that I'm reading it.
Well, maybe just give them like a little...
Okay, I wasn't I didn't know if I was going to talk about this on here, but it is, like, what I say, like, relatable and honest, and this is my podcast, so, like,
Not yours.
I can talk about whatever I want.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other night I had what I can only describe as a full-on emotional spiral. I was already feeling overwhelmed, and then I tried to reach out to Levi, but he wasn't responding, so I called him a few times. When he finally answered, he told me that he wants to go no contact. I'm not going to get into the reasons, because I still want to respect our privacy, and honestly, it's not the point of the story. It's really not. But after that call, I lost my mind. I started begging him to talk to me. Ew. I was crying, panicking. It got really messy really fast. I kept calling until either he blocked me or turned off his phone. I'm not really sure, because my messages were still sending. So I don't know what that means.
If they were delivered, he didn't block you.
Well, so I spiraled. It was dark and scary, and I was like going to like a dark place, you guys. So eventually I reached out to my parents, and they helped calm me down. And I want to be clear, I'm not blaming him for my meltdown. It's just like it all spiraled.
Context.
Yeah. When the one person that you want comfort from is suddenly unreachable, it hits hard, as we all know very well. I'm not proud of how I acted in that moment, but I also don't shame myself for it. I was overwhelmed, my emotions took over, and I am human. The next day, I spent time with my parents, and I made some big realizations. This whole experience has been a wake-up call to slow down, to stop chasing external validation, and to show myself the love I've been seeking elsewhere. To reconnect with my strength, my stillness, and my self-worth. And in just a few days, I've already had a shift. I've stepped away from alcohol 3 days, which is still a start.
I love it.
I cleaned my apartment. I read my book. I went to aquatic boot camp last night. Oh my God, pause. This old lady there was next to me. And Courtney, the teacher, said, like, this is Bobby. Like, he's our adopted son.
Oh my God.
And the old lady was like, that's your mom? And I was like, no, lady. She's my swim teacher that I haven't seen in a year.
Oh my God. Well, you texted me the other night and asked when bowling is, and it's at the same time. But like when bowling's done, I'm coming the fuck back.
For sure.
That is like
it healed me.
Therapy.
Well, then this lady said, how old are you? And I was like, guess.
22.
She said 20.
Stop.
No, I literally.
That's wild.
I lost 9 years of my life. I was like, I needed that.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
lady at the gym and
Anyway.
the aquatic boot camp.
Yeah, went to aquatic boot camp. I went to therapy today.
Nice.
I wrote some poems. I started
How
feeling
was Miss Rachel?
great, literally amazing.
Cleaning
Slay.
out.
At the end of our session today, she's like, "Can I give you a hug?" And gave me just like the biggest hug.
Oh,
it
it
was
was in person?
so sweet.
Wait,
Oh yeah, I
that's
always
so
go in person.
sweet.
I can't do telehealth.
Did you
therapy.
tell her that you wanted a little bit more like
I didn't even have to.
she was just came with it?
Mhm.
Oh, I love that.
I planned to, but yeah,
Maybe she could tell that you were ready to receive it.
yeah.
More than you were the time before.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I started feeling reconnected to the parts of myself that make me feel alive. And here's what I've learned. I don't have to be perfect to be lovable. I don't have to hide the messy parts
Never
of myself
did.
to be attractive.
Never did.
Well, I know. I'm talking about what I've learned.
I'm affirming.
Thank you. It just sounds like you're saying, like, you should have known that.
No.
I can have a deeply human moment and still be magnetic. I think ChatGPT added the word magnetic, because I didn't write that. But it's true.
It is.
I'm done placing my emotional well-being in anyone else's hands. I'm a passionate, caring, emotional, honest person. And those are qualities I love about myself, but I'm
Yeah.
learning how to be all of those things without abandoning myself in the process. So, still love him, wish him well, but more importantly, I'm loving myself, and that feels really good. So, if you're going through something similar, just know you're not alone, you're not broken, you are so worthy of love, even on your worst day, especially on your worst day. And that was it.
Cool.
So yeah, I feel a lot better, and obviously, like, what do they say? Healing isn't linear, so like, it's not like I'm.
That's
gonna,
what we said 12 times last week.
Yeah, it's not like I'm just gonna be like, well, over that now. But
100%,
I have
not.
been on like a self-love high, and like something switched, and all of a sudden my world was brighter again.
Stop.
Yeah.
Brighter days ahead.
Brighter days are ahead. So yeah, I yeah.
Yeah.
It was dark. That was the whole point of that. I had a dark night, and I called him
But
like
the Dark Knight Rises.
22 times in a row.
Wow. Light work.
Well, it's happened before, but
I'm sure.
um,
Yeah, I mean, we have all been there. I think that is an extremely relatable
Mm-hmm.
thing. I have actually tried to kill myself during one of those situations, so I get it.
And I'm glad you didn't.
And me too. Well, I
Um,
tried. I'm glad it didn't work.
I'm glad it didn't work either.
Um,
And that was the thing too. Like, I didn't have any means to actually do it, and B, I like wasn't going to.
Yeah.
But I became super overwhelmed with the fact that I like was like I want to die, and I'm like, something's not right
it
here.
feels like
I was gonna say that's completely how I felt. Like with like you couldn't have described it better. Like
Mhm.
I literally like the intrusive thoughts of like I would think I was gonna hurt myself, so I would just call my mom. But it's like I wasn't suicidal.
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah.
like I'm so overwhelmed with feeling that I don't know how to control myself,
Mhm.
and I would literally spiral. Like it would happen to me so
Yeah.
often and so badly.
when
Ugh.
I tried to kill myself, no part of me wanted my life to be over. Like I didn't want to
was just
die.
emotions.
It's like the only route you can think to escape what's happening or something, or it's just like
I didn't.
it's so impulsive. It's just like it I
Yeah.
don't know. You've gone to like the depths of your
For sure.
emotional capacity.
And yeah.
Oh, the feeling of someone breaking contact. Like, that's what my whole thing has always been. Like, when someone blocks me, I literally spiral because it's like, you took my control away.
Mm-hmm.
But
Losing access to someone
it's
is
an insane feeling.
It sure is.
desperation.
And here's the thing too, like with my situation with Levi, like we should not be talking, is what I'm trying to say.
Correct.
So do I wish it was not for the reasons he listed? Yeah. But
We can talk off camera.
I'm gonna say I
Yeah.
don't know off camera.
well, I'll just tell you real quick and just cut it.
I'm kind of.
I mean,
You aren't able to stop it yourself. Like, I get it. You're not able. Your feelings about him and the situation are so strong that you aren't able to, like, end it yourself.
right.
So
So I'm kind
I'm
of
happy that he's doing this.
me too. I mean, I'm not.
It'll get
It's not
you.
my ideal
You'll
outcome,
get
but it needed
past
to
it,
happen.
and then eventually you'll look back and be like, "Oh my gosh!"
For the
right now,
best.
it's kind of like, "Yeah, this isn't what I want."
And not how I want it, for sure.
No,
So I obviously want to cut all that, but so yeah, it's obviously not my ideal outcome, but I think it's for the best, and I've already felt like the shift of taking my power back and like again, do your thing, love you, hope you're well, but I love myself again, and it feels amazing.
Thank God.
Yeah, and I know I'll like have days where I'm like not as like
I was gonna say, like, can I just say, like, don't beat yourself up on the days where you feel. Like
I'm not going to
you
ever
both
beat
felt
myself
the
up for
other
anything
90%.
again.
Yeah, and don't beat yourself up if you reach out to him. It's just like part
I'm
of it.
definitely not gonna do that.
But
Like,
you just like have to. Well, you probably will. Like we mostly all do.
I really don't
Even
think I
when
will.
you think you won't.
Maybe, but I'm just not.
I love that.
Yeah,
I hope that you don't.
it was like really humbling experience. So
For sure.
yeah. So anyway,
Damn, dog. I'm so sorry.
thanks. But I feel better now, and like it was really like so emotionally overwhelming and like scary that I was like, holy shit! Like wake up call and
Hits you over the head. Hits you over the head. Hits you over the
says,
head.
wake up.
Wake up.
Literally.
That's so funny because your Saturn return like really just happened.
I know, and it was gnarly.
It's time to wake up and smell the coffee for real.
Mm-hmm.
For
I drank
real.
3 cups of coffee today.
Really? Good for you. I had 1 latte.
So, yeah. That was my fun weekend.
So fun. I love you.
I love you, too.
I mean, I think that reading the ChatGPT summary made that like it's still a dark and serious topic, but like that's not nearly as emotional as I thought it was about to be.
Yeah, I mean, I could write about it, like, extensively, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I truly feel the same way.
I let myself get to the depths, and I'm glad I did. Mackenzie was saying that in the car, like, it sucks that happened, but, like, it definitely was, like, the moment where it was, like, not doing this anymore.
I saw a tweet earlier that was like, I let myself go insane because I know it's going to lead me back to my sanity.
I like that.
And I love that.
Mm-hmm.
That's Maybe not what I need to hear right now, but
Maybe
like
not, but-
it validated the fuck out of me
Sometimes you need one last crash out.
before your next lock in.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm locking into myself.
Locking the fuck in. Yeah, I mean it's just it's bittersweet. It's like maybe not my favorite thing, but like kind of glad it happened for the best.
Yeah.
Like all
I
aspects
agree.
of it.
It was horrible that night, but like the past few days have been so.
Sometimes you gotta
Are you gonna
lose
say it
yourself
again?
in the moment. No, sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find yourself.
Okay, yeah, it's true.
Lose you to love me. Remember that
Well,
classic?
it's like different.
I've never listened to that song. I don't know what it's like.
To love me, to love me. I needed to lose you to love me.
Is that different? It seems the same.
It's the same song.
No, I'm saying is that that sounds like what we're talking about.
Oh, I guess you're right.
And I'm guessing, if I had to guess, that she didn't decide to leave that situation on her own. I'm guessing it was pretty similar.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that dynamic is classic.
Yeah,
like, we've
for
all
sure.
been there, and it's always them that eventually says, like, no more.
Which sucks. But it is what it is.
It does, but it's like,
But I don't like fault myself. Like, obviously there were so many things that I should not have put up with.
yeah.
However, like, I'm not gonna fault myself for being like a ride or die.
It's, yeah. And it really, truly is. And, follow that Instagram account. But it
I
is.
still need someone to send it to me.
We did, and you've responded.
Send it in a DM. I'm sure you can watch it.
No, you're right. I didn't watch it, but I remember replying.
Oh my God. It's just,
I was busy.
it is, I don't know if I've talked about it on here, but I talk about this constantly. Like, as much as you love them, like, truly what is making you act and react and feel the way that you're feeling, that's not what love feels like.
No, right.
That is like a chemical reaction. That's obsession. That's like clinging on to something. That's
For
deeper
sure.
things within you. Like, that's not love. And like, eventually, once you get that separation, that chemical response, like, it's drugs. Like, it's withdrawal. It's literally like so fucked up that our brains do that, but they do.
Yep.
And so, like, that dynamic is just very commonplace. Like, it just does fucking happen to people. And what I will say is, like, I think eventually the person that it's happening to will be like, enough. Like, I have to walk away from this. But, like, it's typically the other person being like, it's over. But, like, you could be in it for a really fucking long time before you get to the point where you're like, I'm done.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's just best to let them end it because there's no reason to waste years of your life on it,
I agree.
which I have twice. So take it from me.
Yep.
Let them say goodbye and say
Thank you next.
good. Thank you fucking
There will
next.
be no next anytime soon, but thank you.
Thank you. Next. You're next. Because her name's Ariana or whatever the fuck she says.
Yeah.
So her name is Ari, and
I'm
I'm
next.
so good with that. The boyfriend within.
Mm-hmm.
He's next.
Yep.
And I love him.
I love him too.
And you did,
Yeah, one of the things in that book I'm reading, it's called The Boyfriend Within. And it was like, go on dates with your boyfriend within, like, and listed like all the different things you can do. So I like did a little dinner with myself, and it was actually kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie. And in fact, it was that same night, I believe.
You're kidding.
No, it wasn't. It was
Okay.
It was the night before.
Oh, okay. You haven't done it post shift.
No, I should
Yeah.
do something else though. The dinner itself, I'm just like,
You should like go on a picnic or something, a little more
yeah,
fun. Bring
yeah,
a book.
I agree.
Yeah. It looked cute though. A little candlelight, a little wine.
Mm-hmm. It did.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
until it wasn't 5 minutes later, and I was like, well, cool.
You have to learn to not be bored with yourself. That's part of the
that's
journey.
part of the book too.
Yeah.
But it was saying
It's
like
hard.
some of the activities you do, like the dates, are gonna just be like, okay, but like just do something else.
Yeah.
So I have plans.
Yeah, I love that.
Mhm.
I'm really excited.
Thanks.
This is the best part. Like, it's the hardest part, but, like, as an
Yeah.
outsider, this is so exciting.
Yeah.
This is just,
I'm
like...
glad you're excited.
I
I'm
mean-
excited, too,
I mean,
for the
like,
good aspects of it. And just,
this is why I love when people break up, because, like, it's only up from here. Like, you don't end this situation and then get worse.
Yeah, right.
Like, it's going to be so amazing for you. You're going to become the best version of yourself. It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be crazy.
Maybe it'll come after a little bit of...
Healing.
Yeah, like, it's not... I'm not the best version of myself right now.
Yeah, it's hard
But,
to
like,
get there, but...
I'm having fun.
Yeah, I mean, I look at all the other heartbreaks in my life, and, like, afterwards was, like, the Renaissance. So
The
fun.
Renaissance. The Roaring Twenties for real. Or was that
Mhm.
I don't really know anything about history. I don't...
Oh, like in his...
Cut that.
I don't know. No, the Renaissance was way before the 1920s.
No idea.
But same vibe. I'm wearing a bow
Yeah.
tie.
Totally same vibe. When I'm not in the depths of my despair, really do have so much gratitude. Like, I really do think that, like, that's what life is about, is just, like, enjoying it and, like, enjoying the journey. And, like, parts of the journey suck, but I'm still so grateful for them.
For sure.
Like, the heartache is so bad, and, like, last week, could you have told me you should be grateful for this moment? Abso-fucking-lutely not.
Right.
But, like, on the other side of it, I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I love being able to feel things and not, like, have to shut it out for the sake of saving what I have going that I think should keep going. Like, blocking out feelings that I'm trying to not feel, or thoughts, or, like, whatever. Like, I can be brutally honest with myself. I can feel the emotions and let them come and fade and whatever. And, like, there is so much beauty in the pain.
Yeah, there really is.
And, like we always say, the best, like, art comes from that time. So, like, and you love that. So just
Love writing poems.
lean into that, and
Yeah.
working out, all that.
I went to the gym again today after
I
therapy.
love that. You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Thank you.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. It is going to be awesome.
And
It's also going to be hard,
totally.
but it's already been hard.
Yeah.
So now it's just also awesome.
Yeah. And I do think, like, I always say this to myself and others, is like, you know how I always say, the tree remembers what the axe forgets. As the tree, like, you have processed and processed and processed this a trillion times. You've known for a long time what needed to happen. Like, you've felt a lot of things already. And that just does give you a little bit of an advantage during the healing process.
For sure.
Like,
I couldn't even, like, block out my emotions if I tried, first of all. Like, obviously it took me, this happening to me to get to this place. But also, like, I genuinely, like, had blind hope that, like, we would work out.
totally.
I still kind of do. But that's just not on my radar anymore.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I feel like before I was, like, working on myself, but not actually, because, like, it was just in my time away from him where I was, like, doing that, but, like...
Oh, I think, like, ultimately it was always with the goal of, if I do this, then it will work out.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, I just am doing this.
But I am, you know, again, it's no, like, I'm not like, ugh, fuck him. Like, I'm just like, sad it didn't work out. Hope you're well. And I mean that.
I love that for you.
Yeah, that's great. It does help. And obviously it's not just like I decided that. It's just how I feel. Like, I'm not like I see the ins and outs of the person that I'm talking about. And so I don't think, like, he's intentionally, like, an evil person trying to hurt me. Which is why I think I can still move forward, focus solely on myself, and just, like, leave it in the past while also, like, holding empathy. Like, hope you figure it out.
Totally.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah. As they say in Chicago, You had it coming. So the camera died, obviously. Welcome back. And I have one last topic, and it's just my Did You Mean to Say That of the week. So, talking to this guy on Hinge for absolutely no reason. Like, we are not ever going to meet, and we're not ever going to leave the app. And we messaged back and forth for like a day or two or something. And even then, it was like so sporadic, like whatever. He then says, what we on for Saturday? Oh, so we on for Saturday? And I say, yeah, what are we doing? We're not fucking on for Saturday. What? That was April 3rd.
That was like literally 3 days ago.
Oh, okay.
Or no, it's the 8th.
Yeah, so Sunday, April 6th, he messages me. And like he never said anything back. We did not make plans. I was not going to meet him.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I was fucking busy too. Like, I just be saying whatever. Like,
yeah,
I don't give a fuck. He said, no, this is so crazy.
It's you guys.
Just know that I sent this to the group and Bobby said, I feel like I just read a Mad Lib. Like,
no, dead ass. Like the words that were said
are crazy.
Did he mean to say that?
And here we go. Morning, baby. Already insane. My vibe was genuinely ruined yesterday. I sent my friend to the store to pick up the list of things I need to go on a picnic with you.
Was a picnic ever spoken of?
No!
I'm dying.
And when he comes to giving... No, I can't.
No.
And when he... And when he comes to give it to me, I fucking... Wait. And when he comes to give it to me, I fucking drop the jug of milk in the grocery bag. Which I'm just now realizing.
He meant like there was a jug of milk in the grocery bag?
Yeah, and he dropped it. But why did you get milk for a picnic?
Maybe he was just also getting milk?
A jug of milk? What?
I dropped the jug of milk in the grocery bag.
I felt like such a big baby because I had a planned a food and wine session and I ruined it.
Which brings me to my next thing. If you drop a jug of milk in a grocery bag, the wine's not ruined. Why'd you send your buddy to get all of it?
No. What are you actually talking about? Because one, you obviously made all this up.
Well, yeah, obviously.
And I have no idea why.
It's just like an insane...
Two, like, we didn't have plans. So, like, why you even thought to make up this lie to me who does not even know your name?
About a picnic.
About a picnic that we did not plan.
Well, you know his name, because it's on his Hinge, right?
Sure, but it's SB. What
That's
the fuck
not
is
a
that?
name.
I don't know your name.
All right.
That's not a name. And why did you send your friend to the store? Well, you didn't. So why did you make up that you sent your friend to the store? Why wouldn't this whole story just be, I went to the store?
Or not anything because it's ruined and we're not going on a picnic now.
And we never were. And none of that happened.
So when you replied, did he reply again?
I said, what? With 6 question marks and 4 crying emojis.
Right.
And he just said, what you doing awake, sleepyhead? At 11:17 p.m. Happy birthday. What? And I just said, I'm always up.
It's 11.
It's 11. And then, there's actually more. Did you mean to say that? Just finished watching NCAA basketball. March is finally over, ma. Florida won, ma. You watch hoops at all, love? What you doing awake, ma? At 12:20, he said, you watch hoops at all, love? And then at 1:18, he said, what you doing awake, ma? After you just asked me what I was doing at awake at 11, and I didn't answer any of those. So an hour later, what do you mean? I was asleep. I said, yes, I watched the game, LOL. Crazy. How's your been, beautiful? Like, stop talking to me.
Cannot.
I have to unmatch.
Can I read
What?
the milk one again?
Yes.
Morning, baby. My vibe was genuinely ruined yesterday. I sent my friend to the store to pick up the list of things I need to go
What?
on a picnic with you.
What?
And when he comes to give it to me, I fucking dropped the jug on milk in the grocery bag. I felt like such a big baby because I had planned a food and wine session, and I ruined it.
Can I also just say it was pouring rain?
It's been flooded for days.
Like, where were you going on this picnic?
We're in the middle of a flood.
Did he mean to say that?
Not only did we not have plans to hang out, but we certainly didn't have plans to go to a picnic. And if we did have plans to go to a picnic, what do you have, minions?
But you
have
can't-
henchmen? What do you mean you sent your friend to the store?
You can't say something like that and not mean to say that. Like, that's way out of the way.
That's...
You know?
You literally could have been like, my bad, what you on today? Like, that's... I don't even...
Or just...
You
maybe
could've-
delete
you
your
literally could've been like-
profile, SB.
Hey. And I would have been like, hey, LOL.
Yeah.
Like, at no point
Were you, like, planning on
did
this
I
date?
think that me and this man had plans to hang out. And I was like, damn, I was with my other boyfriend. I forgot you existed. Like,
Mhm.
what? Crazy. Oh my God, I saw 2 movies that day.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a double feature and it was fucking awesome.
Was the unicorn one good? Because I wanted to see it.
So good.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was really for me.
Okay.
Yeah. So me, Jake, and Jacinto saw Hell of a Summer, which was also really cute. I think you would like it.
Okay.
It was like a funny slasher. And the kid from Stranger Things is in it. Finn Wolfhard.
Okay, yeah.
And it was just pretty funny. Like, we were all laughing in the theater, like, the whole time. It was cute.
Okay.
And then me and Jake were like, should we, like, see another? And then we snuck into Death of a Unicorn. And really good to me. I really loved it.
Okay.
Great performances all around. Everyone did a great job.
Great.
So good. And we watched, like, minutes of Mickey 17, which I really want to see. So,
Not familiar.
Robert Pattinson's sexy ass.
Mm. When he's, like, double.
Yes.
The only
If
thing
there's
better than
One
Robert
makes
Pattinson, it's 2
just
Robert Pattinson.
about to say the only thing I love more than one Robert Pattinson. Yeah.
Well, that does it for me.
Yeah. That's going to do it for me too. We meant to say that, but did they mean to say that? I don't think so.
Questionable.
So
I actually didn't mean some of the things that I've been doing, but
Well, yes, you did, because we're not beating ourselves up for it.
I'm not beating myself up.
We had a
I
moment
just
of
don't think I meant
humanity.
to do it.
I don't think you did
But that was
either.
the old me.
Yeah, it's so real. This is our new vibe.
The past doesn't exist. Literally. So.
I'm going to delete this episode.
Ah.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, click that little bell icon so you get a notification every time we upload a new video.
And we'll share resources in the description if you like are down bad.
Sure.
Why not?
Call that number.
Trigger warning, we should have said, maybe. It
Nah.
wasn't that bad.
I did say I tried to kill myself multiple times.
Yeah, that's true. Mine wasn't. Well, it was, you know what I mean.
Love you guys so
Bye.
much. We'll see you Thursday.
Great.
Great.